coconut oil spray. You have coconut oil. Over here we have our extra virgin olive oils. These are good oils for you to choose from. Over here, these are extra virgin olive oils. Some of them are organic. But what I would do is look at the ingredients. This is extra virgin olive oil. It's the only ingredient in here. And that's what you're looking for. Things that have the least amount. This is sesame seed oil. Sesame seed oil. It has toasted sesame seed oil. It's very, very simplified ingredients. Okay, everybody, my cameraman's arm is tired, so I'm gonna have to do the rest of this video. I just want to show you this. This is some Rotel original diced tomatoes. This right here has 5 grams of carbohydrates in it and 1 gram of sugar. So if this is something, oh, excuse me, 3 grams of sugar for this one half cup of this. So if you're making a special recipe and you needed some diced tomatoes, this is actually a good choice. Now, as far as canned soup, I would encourage you to just bypass this aisle altogether, because there's nothing here for you that you can actually have that's actually healthy for the ketogenic diet. You can make your own soup at home that's going to taste more flavorful, and it's going to be good for you, and you can have as much as you want. That's just my personal opinion. Let me show you what I mean about soup. Let's say, I don't know, what do we have here? Let's try this light chicken noodle, because a lot of people like light things. This light chicken noodle has 10 grams of carbohydrates in this one tin, and for 1 cup of this soup. There are 2 cups, so if you eat this whole can of soup, that's 20 grams of carbohydrates. But let's see what the ingredients in this one can are. The ingredients, it has chicken broth, carrots, cooked chicken meat, egg noodle, and it has wheat and wheat flour. So this is absolutely something you cannot have. I don't see of any soups that, even on a ketogenic diet, that you could really have that would be okay. Well, let's see this. This is tomato with Parmesan. This is reduced sodium. Once again, this particular one, and this is a tomato with Parmesan, has 18 grams of carbohydrates, 3 grams of fiber, 9 grams of sugar for 1 cup, 2 servings. This right here is 36 grams of carbohydrates, and it is 18 grams of sugar for the whole can. That's something else you can't have. Okay guys, here is our beloved vegetable section. So there are a lot of different vegetables in which you can choose from here at the supermarket. However, I guarantee you only very few you can actually have because of the ingredients that they have on it. So let's take a look over here. Once we already went through sweet peas, we've already been through corn. Let's look at the cut green beans here. This is cut green beans. This is organic. This is Walmart's brand. It has 4 grams of carbohydrates, 2 fiber, 2 sugar for a half a cup. This actually isn't a bad choice, and you can actually have that. We have sauerkraut. This is silver floss sauerkraut. This has 1 gram of carbohydrate, 1 gram of fiber, and the ingredients on here is just cabbage, water, and salt. So that's another great option for you. What else do we have here? Let's see, carrots. Can we have carrots on this diet? I don't know. It looks like it has 6 grams of carbs, 2 grams of fiber, and 4 grams of sugar. However, the ingredients are pretty good: carrots, water, and salt. So that's not bad at all. But I personally would not eat anything that's that high in carbohydrates. Next, we have sliced pickled beets. Let's look at the beets. The beets has 5 grams of carbohydrate, 1 gram of fiber, 4 grams of sugar. The ingredients, water. It has beets, water, and sugar. So that's something that I would not eat. And this is me personally. I do not eat anything that has sugar in it at all, because I'm looking to lose weight and maintain my weight. Now, once I've lost my weight, would I incorporate some of these things back? Maybe. It depends. But right now, I'm really enjoying what I'm doing, and I'm actually enjoying a life without sugar. Let's see. Peas, these green beans. We know this has corn in it, so we can't have that. Oh, let's take a look at this. This is Glory's brand seasoned Southern style spinach. Well, let's see. It has 4 grams of carbohydrates, 2 grams of fiber, 1 gram of sugar for a half a cup. That's not bad. But now let's look at the ingredients. So spinach, water, It has soy protein, it has brown sugar in here, so this is something that we wouldn't eat. But let's compare that to a can of regular spinach. Here we go. This is great value. This is Walmart's brand of spinach, okay? And their brand of spinach has 3 grams of carbohydrates, 3 fiber, 2 protein for a half a cup. And let's look at the ingredients: spinach, water, and salt. That's a wonderful option for you right there. Let's see, what else do we have here? Beans, we know to stay away from beans because that's something that we can't have. Beans have a lot of carbohydrates in it, and I'll show you what I mean. Some people might like black-eyed peas. I personally would not eat them. But it has 13 grams of carbohydrates, 4 grams of fiber, 2 grams of sugar, and ingredients. The ingredients are fine. The ingredients are fine, but it's not something that I would eat. Some people like butter beans. We know we're not gonna mess with Glory. Let's try Bush's baby butter beans. This has 21 grams of carbohydrates. The ingredients on this, it says prepared baby butter beans, water, salt, but it does have dextrose, so that's a sugar. That's something else you do not want. When you look at your meats here, your canned meats, such as your chicken, your tuna, don't just look at the nutritional label. Once again, look at the ingredients. Let's try some Hormel chicken breast here. Let's see what Hormel has in its chicken breast. It says, here we go. It says it has chicken breast meat with rib meat, water, salt. However, it has modified food starch. So even though this is a meat and it's in a can, we still don't want that. What does Great Value have in their chicken breast meat? They have chicken breast meat with rib meat, water, modified food starch. You don't want this one either. Let's see what they have in their premium chunk breast. They have over here, chicken breast meat, water, and salt. So this one you can have, and this is still a Walmart brand. This is their premium chunk chicken breast, so that's fine. Let's see, what else do they have? Let's take a look at the tuna over here. We can skip over the chili because we know we can't have that. Let's see. We're talking about, let's see the bumblebee tuna that we have here. Ingredients in this says white tuna, water, vegetable broth, salt added. This is fine to have. So you look at your tunas. Please look at your ingredients. If I can stress nothing to you in this particular video, it would be to look at the ingredients on every item, not just the nutritional value, because you have hidden sugars and hidden carbs in everything. This particular one is Star-Kissed. You can see that, here we go, Star-Kissed albacore white tuna. This one actually has white tuna, water, vegetable broth. This is fine. So that's something else you can have. Oh, let's look at the nutritional value. 0 carbohydrates, 0 fiber, 16 grams of protein, and 1.5 grams of fat. That's perfect. You can have that. Now over here, we're looking down, we have a lot of pasta. You already know you need to stay out of this section. There's nothing here for you. I'm going to show you what I mean when I say everything has food starch in it. For example, this Great Value taco seasoning here, if we were to take a look at the ingredients, it has spices, paprika, onion, it has whey, which is milk, it has salt, sugar, garlic, and potato starch. So you cannot have this seasoning. It will be better for you to use your regular seasonings, such as cumin, chili powder, your regular ground chipotle, that you can use, that you know have absolutely none of those ingredients, so that you can season your meat properly and you don't have any hidden sugars or hidden starches in your foods. Here we have some McCormick chicken masala. Let's see what they have here in their chicken masala. It says it has enriched wheat flour, it has modified cornstarch, it also has corn maltodextrin, it has sugar, it also says it has potato maltodextrin. This is something you absolutely do not want because it has hidden sugars in them. I'm going to do a list at the end of this video of all the different items that you really need to watch out for, the different names of different hidden sugars and starches you need to look out for when you're going grocery shopping. So that's something that you can have written in front of you so you'll know what to look for. Let's look at some of these sauces, these gravies. As you all know, when you make gravy, you're going to use flour. Flour or some kind of cornstarch in which to make it thick. So let's take the Heinz Homestyle Gravy Savory Beef. Let's take a look at it. Now if we look at the seasoning right here, the 1, 2, 3rd ingredient is modified cornstarch. 4th one is wheat flour. Let's see what else we have, because I know sugar's coming up. Here it is, dextrose. Oh, actually, it has sugar and dextrose. It also has corn maltodextrin. These are things you do not want on this particular meal plan. You want to stay away from everything that is in this particular section. Once again, we have canned beans. Canned beans are something else we need to stay away from. This is not good for you. People will tell you, oh, black beans are good. Black beans are good. However, on this particular diet, it is not. This has 23 grams of carbs for a half a cup. That's not for you. None of this canned fruit can you have on this particular meal plan. As you know, you can't have fruit at home. Don't just pick up an item and say, oh, I need some broth. Let me purchase some broth here off of the cabinet. Let's take a look at the ingredients that's in this broth. Let's just grab, what's this, Knorr's. Okay, let's see, what does it have? Oh, here they go. Knorr's says it has, oh, look, wonderful. It has salt, sugar, cornstarch. Yeah, those top 3 right there we can't have. It has maltodextrin, which you know is already a bulking agent, and it's going to spike our carbs. So this is something that we can't have either. This right here is mini cubes. It's chipotle. Let's see what it has in it. It has sugar as the 3rd ingredient, and it has some hydrolyzed corn protein. This is also something we can't have. I would encourage anybody, if you want to have some kind of broth, that you make the broth yourself at home. Here is another topic about spaghetti sauce. Spaghetti sauce is high in carbohydrates and high in sugar, and I'm going to show you a few brands. So let's take a look at the Progresso Chunky Garden. Progresso Chunky Garden says it has 12 grams of carbohydrates. I don't know if you can see that. It's 12 grams of carbohydrates and 8 grams of sugar, and this is for a half a cup. That's not good. Here we have Farmer's Market brand. The Farmer's Market brand says it has 10 grams of carbohydrates, 7 grams of sugar. But the ingredients also says cane sugar on it. This is also something you don't want. The Progresso, no, this is Prego. Prego has, yes, sugar in it as well. You're going to be hard pressed to find a tomato sauce or a spaghetti sauce that does not have sugar in it. However, they do exist, and I do have them at home. Here, this is wonderful. This here is Rao's brand, homemade spaghetti sauce. Let's go to the marinara sauce. This is one that I have at home myself. This one has 4 grams of carbohydrates, 3 grams of sugar. Let's look at the ingredients. The ingredients on this are Italian tomatoes, olive oil, fresh onions, salt, fresh garlic, basil, pepper, and oregano. There is no sugar in this. The 3 grams of sugar that's in this sauce are naturally from the tomatoes themselves. So this right here, Rao's, is an awesome brand, and we are right now at Walmart. So this is a great brand. Let's see here the tomato basil. What does the tomato basil say? The tomato basil, another thing, 4 grams of carbs, 1 gram of fiber, 3 grams of sugar. However, the ingredients, once again, has absolutely no sugar in it. So this is wonderful. The green grams of sugar comes naturally from the tomatoes. From my history and my experience when it comes to tomato sauce, if you want a good spaghetti sauce, you have to pay a higher price. Okay, you can't get the Prego, you can't get the Ragu, because they're not good options. This one here is 5 grams of carbohydrates for this one, and this one has absolutely no sugar added in this particular sauce. But the price for this is also $6.48. But it is a better option than all the rest of the sauces that you see here. Just bypass everything that you see here.